guys, we're here in frigid Memphis. Never thought I'd get to say that. All right, so based on that, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do some chili for the weekend. So today we're gonna do some quick turkey chili. I'm already cutting up my onions and bell peppers. And notice we're gonna make turkey chili. I'm gonna use this chorizo. It's already kind of pre-seasoned and flavored, very spicy Mexican, Italian style chili. We'll put that in there. Even though it's turkey, still gonna have a few slices of bacon just to render the fat out of there for a little flavor for the grease. Hey, I'm trying a new interesting experiment. Got this from Rachel Ray. We're gonna put a little bit of spaghetti sauce, a pasta sauce in the chili. And I'm gonna tell you, this time last year, I entered the chili contest, the big chili contest off in Memphis, downtown. I'll show a few pictures while I'm making the chili. And what I found out about chili contests is this. They're not looking for nothing extravagant. And I use actually they ate all of my brisket chili because you had to have two things. You had to have something to sample for people, and you had to have your recipe for your contest. So my brisket chili, I didn't enter it, and I should have, because for the competition chili, I thought, I better stick with hamburger and the traditional ground beef. However, the brisket chili went over great, and no problem, but there's no contest. You get votes from the crowd. But my regular chili, okay, great. I had this idea. I used my gold chain paste and all that stuff. And, I didn't fit. I did not come in any good number. However, what I learned about the contest, I didn't come in last, but I just didn't come in where I wanted to be. What I learned from those chili contests, and probably from all contests, they're not looking for something so extravagant. So it kind of taught me a lesson the next time I enter. They're looking for the best of the basic recipe. So it was a great learning experience. I had fun doing it, and so we'll come back to it. So like I said, let's get started. I'm chopping up my vegetables. Listen, a lot of times you can cheat and use a lot you can use the seasoned blend, the pre-cut, but I'm telling you, if you have the time, always go with fresh. I got serrano peppers today, give a little heat to warm you up even more. And like I said, that's what I found. Oh, also Hungarian hot paprika. Try to use that rather than the regular. So it's gonna be spicy, more spicy than some people. Matter of fact, my cousin Sonia, she can't eat this, so that's about it. Rock, you'll be proud of me and my chopping techniques. And yes, Dave, shout out to my tailgate partner, Dave. I had kind of gone away from adding a little sugar just because I was trying not. I didn't like sweet chili, but I found out once again, it's that familiar flavor that people are looking for. So just like at the tailgate, just like at the contest, there's always that sample table I could have for the people, for the exotic, but the reality is people are looking for the best of the basics. So sometimes I like to go overboard, but today, other than like I said, my one little trick, that's about it. So let's get chopping, good sharp knife. Let's get these peppers in. I'll cut them up. Hey, and one cool thing I love about the way you slice peppers, a lot of TV techniques, I love this idea where you just carve around that core, cut that bottom off, and just toss that. All right, I'm gonna cut up the rest of these vegetables. We're gonna come back, we're gonna start searing the bacon, render the bacon fat out, get the onions in there, and we'll make this chili. Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're back. We're rendering that bacon. Let's turn it over. All we want is that good. We just want to render that fat out of there so we can use that fat. Cut it down a little bit because you don't want to burn it. But I'm telling you guys, this is my favorite new Dutch oven. It's a French maker right there. I'm telling you, this Dutch oven is great. It puts my lard, even though the lard is great, this one is great. It's one of those cast iron enamels that they say. It really allows you to render more flavor out of your food without the fear of burning it. So that's all I can tell you guys. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm gonna cut this down a little bit. We'll be back. I'm gonna take that bacon out, chop it up and save it for later and put it back in. But right now we just wanna keep rendering that out, and then we're gonna start dumping the vegetables. All right, guys, we're ready to dump. We've rendered that bacon out. Had a few pieces that still had a little fat on it. It's smoking up. We're gonna start dumping the vegetables. All right, let's start getting our vegetables in there. If you're looking for a bunch of cheap tools, go by Dollar General. Man, they had all this stuff, these things for $1. I love them because, you know, if I lose them at the tailgate, no problem. But man, they, you know, of course they work perfectly. Now we can pick it up and get the rest dumped in there. As you can see, like I told you, I like a lot of bell peppers and onions in there, so it's quite a bit. And I'm just letting these sweat, soaking up all that bacon grease in there. And like they say, everything tastes better with bacon. Notice I got my serrano peppers cut up. Green bell peppers in there. Seeds and all, guys. Seeds and all. Don't skimp. Want that heat. But if you don't want the heat, you know, leave that out. We're going to cut the heat up. We want them to char a little bit. Now, it may look like a lot of vegetables in there, but it's not because they're going to cook down. So we're going to cut that up pretty high. All right, be back. All right, guys, as you can see, those vegetables are sweated down like I told you. I like a lot of vegetables in my chili. Bell peppers, they're gonna keep melting down, but you know, if you don't like that many, you know, just cut back. I use 2 green bell peppers, 2 red, and 1 1/2 medium-sized onion. So, you know, just reduce that if you don't want that much. A lot of people don't like that much. I do. All right, let's get the blend of Italian-style turkey in there on that side, and over here. We're just gonna mush those up in there. Let them cook now. You know, we're gonna cook them. We're gonna cook it, as they say, to this pink, and then of course it'll continue to cook in the chili. You know, no fear of it not being done. You got plenty of time. You know, unless you just ate it too quick. But we're gonna once I chop it up, it'll cook real quick. All right, so let's get that chopped up and rendered. Then we'll be ready to. You know, I kind of like dumping it going. After this, only thing left is the seasonings and the beer and the beans. We'll have chili in my incredible French Dutch oven. All right, guys, we're back. Man, if you could see how that chorizo, I'll try to hold it up. I don't want to move the camera. If you can see how that chorizo, let me come over there. If you can see how that chorizo seasoning, I love that flavor from that chorizo. You get that free, you know, it's just a great little Mexican flavor. All right, so let's add our seasoning. All right, it's real easy. We'll get 3/4 cup chili powder. So I got a half, and then put another 1/4 in there. We're just gonna put it in there. Try to we're gonna put it down there in the bottom, because what I heard on one particular show, I like the kitchen, is you want your seasonings to bloom, and all that means is you just want to heat them up a little bit more than you want to heat them up in the liquid a little bit more than normal. So we're just gonna we're gonna put them in there so that they hit the bottom of that pot a little bit. It almost makes a little slurry, all right? And then everything else is a tablespoon. Tablespoon of cumin. tablespoon of my hot paprika. All right. Oh, still want my garlic powder in there. That's all my seasonings. We'll be back. If you can see that, let me show you real quick. See, kind of a slurry. Got it in there, guys. We'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. If y'all hear any laughter, it's my friends laughing at me. All right, so here we go. See, the chili sauce is over there. Now we're gonna mix it up. Then we're gonna start dumping our beans. Diced tomatoes. You want all the beans and the juices. Stir that up. All right, then I like to add my basil and oregano last. Once again, a tablespoon of everything else. And I think some of my friends, sometimes they come over and they steal my recipes, but we ain't gonna say that out loud too much. I was trying to make them laugh in the background for the video, but there's a little laughter. So that's basil. All right, here's my oregano. Oh, and now, hey, the controversial add. The pasta sauce. Let's see. Hold on. We'll go with half a jar. That looks about right. I don't want it to be too much. Just enough to add a tank. All right. So we'll see how that tastes. And even though we add that, don't forget your beer. Of course, all this is gonna cook down. And some chicken stock. Oh, and I almost forgot, little tomato paste. All right, guys, we're gonna let this cook down, and we'll be back to taste. And I might have a real taster today on my video, so you will believe that it tastes okay or bad. Now, if it tastes bad, you'll never see it. It won't make the video. All right, be back. All right, guys, it's all been simmering. Look at that. See this new Dutch oven? See the little bumples right there, dimples? See how it creates all that steam? Helps it evaporate off. So notice it is thickening up. Dump this off over there. Look at it. Now I got it a little bit more watery than I normally like, but I want this to last. I want this to last all throughout the Memphis ice age. So we're supposed to get snow all the way to Monday. So this batch, I can have a bowl of chili every day to warm me up. So hold on, let's plate some up so y'all can see what it looks like. I got 2 spoons. I want 1 spoon to get some juice and another spoon to get more meat. You see it right there? And we're just gonna purposely get some juice. Let's get a little bit more meat. All right. Now let me get all my toppings. I'll put the camera up here so you can see. Hold up. We got some onions. So we're gonna put some red onions right in there. A little bacon. A few more little jalapenos. I love these little, I love the little French onion cuts. And cheese. Cheese. And hey, my favorite food writer says if you live in Memphis, you have to have rendezvous seasoning. So just a little sprinkle of rendezvous seasoning. And you can put this, as they say, put this shit on everything. So there it is. All right, we're gonna cut the stove off. That pot will keep it hot a long time. All right, let's taste it up. See it right there? Hope you can see it. Mix it all up. It's hot, so it'll have to cool off a little bit, but there it is, got that cheese. Good on a cold day. That's it, guys. And see, the seasonings is only gonna get better all weekend long, but because I let those seasonings cook a little bit on the bottom of the pot, they've already or what they call it, gel, the flavor. It's not gritty, got enough sugar. The little pasta sauce, I can't say that it overtook, I can't say that the pasta sauce overtook the chili powder, but it definitely has a little bit more tomato-y based taste, so. That's it, guys. Talk to you later. All right, guys, I told you, this is my first attempt at sharing my food because I know everybody wonders, hey, who eats all that food? I know people always say, Kim, what you gonna do with all that? I told you, I give it away, or either it lasts 2 or 3 days. I do not eat that whole pot of chili by myself. I got 2 kids, 3 grandkids, and I got some good friends who happen to be over here for a Memphis Ice Capade, and they were willing to let me put them on video, first of all, and try my chili. So this is unedited, no TV kitchen. They've already eaten some, so it's all right. I wouldn't even put them on there if I didn't trust them. So here it comes. Let me see y'all taste it. And be honest, anything I'm missing, too sweet, too spicy, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Your choice.
It's really good. The spice is perfect. It is spicy.
Yeah, because I use
but it's a good spicy. It's not too bad. Where I'm ready to go grab some milk or water.
Even though Kata is sniffing, so it might be a little spicy. But I did use serrano pepper, so they are hotter than jalapeno.
Yeah, and the spice is good.
And aren't you surprised that we just made it, and yet it seems like it's already settled?
Like the seasons are already in it.
And that's because of the French Dutch oven. And it's only gonna get better. I'll send them home with a bowl, and they'll have some tomorrow, and it'll be even better. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I thought Kato wasn't gonna say nothing. Though, just let his wife talk, but he's gonna give me some tailgate techniques on it.
Yes, like she said, the chili is like really good. The texture of it is really good too. Like sometimes I've had chili that's a little too runny.
Yep.
So it's like not too runny, it's not too thick. It's just kind of like just right. Can they see the picture?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I showed them a little bit already.
Okay, so yeah, it is spicy. I actually like spicy food and everything. And what else do you have in here? Are these tomatoes?
Yeah, tomatoes, of course bacon. Well, just the grease of bacon. Mainly bell and green bell peppers and garlic. That's it.
Very good. I give it a thumbs up.
So you see that, guys, no paid entertainment, no, even though Kata could probably make it on the golf course, but no paid informant, nothing, straight, unedited video of my best friends trying out my food. Appreciate it. We'll see you. Next up, coming up is oxtails. Not this before you, honey, I'll order out, but the following week, oxtails. Later.